always in the locker room. You do a little good job, sport.
Okay, I don't want to think about my parents' butt.
This is crazy thought. Stay.
Typical of Lily Fence Sitter Pichu.
I love my gyno and she loves my coochie. And I love that for her. Are you going to give me a meow back? My little Discord kitten?
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow, meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow.
That was beautiful.
Meow, 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 meow. Anyways, welcome back to the
9th
ninth episode of Sweet and Sour Podcast. Oh my god, we talk a lot.
9 episodes, Pokimane.
I'm so proud of us.
Dab me up. I like the pounding part. Wait, that sounds so bad.
Lily, I'm so glad you like the pounding part. Thank you.
No,
No, I'm really, it
When
makes me so happy,
when I
Lily
fist-
Pichu,
when I
that
fist-
you like the fist pounding part. Dope.
You're right.
Where are you leaving me to?
End of November, I'm going to Korea.
I'll never forgive you.
Okay, fine. Don't forget.
She didn't invite me. She didn't tell me. And she doesn't love me.
Wow. Way to jump to conclusions. Okay. You still have your Chipotle card?
Yeah, and you don't get it anymore.
No. Fuck.
Humph.
I asked for a double steak
Humph.
and guacamole, even though I know it costs $2 something extra. Where are you going?
I am likely... We might have to bleep this part out depending on when this comes out.
Got
But
it.
I'm probably going to go to Hawaii for Janet's birthday surprise.
That's cute.
And then I'm going to go to Japan with Hyun, Arya, and Emiru.
That's really nice. That's
I'm
cute.
so excited. I'm so freaking excited.
You're so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like every time I travel, it feels like something new. I'm like, am I going to like it? Am I going to miss home? What is the vibe going to be like? But all in all, I think it's good for me to have different kinds of explorations, whether it be with friends or for work or otherwise. It'll be a new experience.
I think traveling's good just to see what, there's so many people out there, so many places you've never been to. When I went on the road trip with Michael across America, United States of America.
The United States of America.
It was cool seeing how different places are from, Southern California.
Yeah.
A lot of just empty stretches of farmland.
I am really curious what Japan's going to be like this time around, because the last time I went was like pre-COVID, 5 years ago.
Wait, really?
Yes. Was with you.
2019?
Yes.
Wait, serious? No.
Yes.
Wait, that long ago?
I have not been to Japan since. I've been to Korea a few
The
times.
November
I have
of
not.
2019. Wait, were you...
Was I what? What are you alluding to, Lily Pichu?
I'm so confused. That's really long ago. I thought you went after.
I do sometimes forget that I've been to
forget.
certain countries.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'd forget Japan. The UK for 2 days, it's different.
Stop.
But Japan, I'm pretty sure the last time was pre-COVID.
Do you remember when we went together?
Yes. Oh my God, favorite story ever.
Oh my. Okay, but we have to preface this with we weren't as close as we were back then.
We hated each
We
other.
didn't hate each other.
We were beefing
Oh my fucking God.
because unrequited love on her end. She wanted me. I'm kidding.
You should be a fantasy writer. Come up with really
Fanfic.
good stories.
Thank you.
We had the same sponsor.
Yes.
I believe, for a game.
And we had the same agent at the time as well. And it was still very early on in working with her. And so we went. I loved that sponsorship too. It was
It was
with,
very free.
yeah, like a Japanese scary game. And they were so kind to us. And it was at a convention as well. So we flew to Japan together. We stayed in the same
I
hotel.
remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this.
My
so well.
favorite memory from that trip actually was really cute. We bonded like taking photos of each other and stuff like that. I remember. There's a moment in particular. I don't remember the details. Maybe you'll remember more. But we wound up going to like a club together.
Yes! You're
And-
bringing back the memories.
Right? And Lily's kind of shy. Me,
very
I'm not shy. Not at all. Yippee! And usually she's not much of a dancer. Me, I would like to shake some ass, sir. Probably not in front of you. But in general, I really like to dance. So after I was doing a little dancing, I finally got her to like come onto the dance floor with me. And I remember holding her little hands and dancing with her. And I felt a barrier break down, and Lily let loose, and she was actually dancing and having fun, not just going along with me forcing her to do it.
I remember you had like a cute little dress / skirt thingy, because I remember the skirt swaying as you danced.
Yeah.
Very specific memory. The light, it was like blue, it was like very dance light, and I just remember you having fun. I do remember this like scene of you dancing,
And I was like, get up here.
oh my god,
Let's dance.
I know
What?
another memory of you.
Yeah.
You were wearing this beautiful, like,
Blue dress.
remember that blue dress?
Yes, and someone said something or something.
Yes, okay, so I remember, so she was wearing this blue dress and she looked, ravishing. Absolutely
Ravishing?
lovely, like beautiful.
Oh, so you would ravish me.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
So when you say I look ravishing, what else could you possibly mean?
She looked really cute and pretty, okay? And we were
So you think I'm cute and pretty? And you would ravish me?
Oh my fucking god. I can't
Oh
see
my
anything.
god!
I found it. The picture of us together.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
remember.
Cute. We should put this in, by the way, like the old
So
picture of us.
cute.
Dude, we were. Oh my god, I was wearing your little old merch.
Yeah, and whatever photos I have in that shirt were photos you took of me. And I was so grateful and so happy.
Oh, this is really cute. I'm sorry, it's just like old. This is the dress, by the way, the blue floral dress.
Yes,
I remember.
I
this.
still have it.
Okay, but let me tell you the story. We were. No, it
No,
was,
I know. I just don't remember the details, but I know it was a little.
No, it wasn't like I was
Okay.
just in awe because I've never like seen it in front of my eyes.
Okay, go
You see
on.
it in movies, right? Pretty girl in a blue floral dress walks by. She's in her own world. She's walking by. Guys walking by. They do the glance and they've turned their head around and look.
The whole head?
They were looking at you. They were like, "Wow, she's so like in a pretty way." Like in my opinion, it wasn't like a leer.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like yeah.
Cute.
But I was like, oh my god, I only ever see that in movies, Like, wow, she's so pretty, like that kind of shit.
That's
I remember
so
being so
cute.
stunned back then. I'm like, whoa.
Aww.
The thing is, it didn't happen just once. Like, you didn't notice, but I was like seeing people just look at you like, oh, she's so pretty, like that kind of stuff.
Maybe it's just because I'm not Japanese.
You did stand out too, because you weren't Japanese. But you were really pretty. You were like a flower. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh,
That's so
okay.
cute.
I like that.
Damn.
Lily thinks I'm
something in
ravishing and
movies.
cute and pretty.
These are such cute photos. I can't believe this was September of 2017.
2017?
7 years ago, Poki. Wait, that's crazy.
70?
7 years ago. You look
Kind
the
of
same.
amazing, though. I don't think I do.
Your style's changed.
True.
It's cute. Sorry, I'm reminiscing. It's fucking cute.
You know, I look back at those photos, I'm like, I look so baby.
You do have like baby fat in your face.
Yeah, allowed.
But like I can see
But
your
it's kind of
face.
cute. And now I look at us and I'm like, we're the same, but just slightly more mature.
I think that's what aging is.
Freaky.
Like you don't notice it.
No,
day
but
by
it's
day.
freaky.
Really.
I think it's so freaky.
Do you ever look at old pictures of yourself and think like, wow, I have changed so much, but you don't realize it year by year?
Yeah.
I think of that too sometimes where I look at
I don't
myself.
like acknowledging time passing.
Damn. Well, sucks. Anyway, this is a picture of 2016.
Bro. I don't know. It just messes with my brain because then I have to start thinking, did I accomplish everything I wanted to?
But look at us hugging each other.
Is there anything I regret?
Look at how cute that is. We're hugging
Could
each
I
other.
have done things
This
differently?
is July of 2017
Would
when
I
we
have
went
wound
to
up differently?
Indianapolis. And this is when I did the melodic video that went viral
Would I
7
look
years
differently?
ago. Oh,
Did I look better back then?
cute. Oh my god. I'm sorry. There's a lot of these photos of Poki hugging me and me looking slightly off. This is
Our classic!
7 years ago. Like, look at this shit.
I can't believe I even knew you 7 years ago.
Neither can I. We have known each other for a while now.
Imagine we know each other in 7 years. What do you think we're gonna be like in 7 years?
Honestly, bad bitches.
Okay!
I think we're gonna be. We'll probably be on episode like 500
billion, 5 billion of the podcast.
500.
And I hope we have a set. And I hope we have an even bigger production crew. And I hope we have crazy Cookie Beans guests. And I hope we have a deal with some crazy network. And I hope you know what I like to say, bigger heart, bigger bank account, bigger butt.
Bigger butt. Yes.
Those are the goals year over year.
Year over year.
Yeah.
I'm okay with a not. You know, I used to be really self-conscious of my butt size. No. This is. I'm sharing something vulnerable, and she's just laughing. In fact, the crew is laughing. That's crazy. No.
Let me.
Why are you confused? It could be big. Whatever.
No, I'm also confused because Lily has a pretty good butt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been
You
told
know?
that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be completely honest. I know because I've touched it many times.
Never mind.
I mean, it's kind of like boys in the locker room. You do a little good job, sport. Me at the end of every podcast. Good job, sport.
Okay.
Team morale, the vibes. Hopefully not sexual harassment in the workplace. It just depends who you're asking.
No. It's like like
Good job, sport.
every girl does that to other girlfriends, right?
Yeah, and when I hit Lily down there, it hits back. You know what I'm saying?
This is crazy.
So I don't know what you have to be self-conscious about.
I was in high school
And
and I had like bad body, like I don't know what I looked like exactly. So I thought back then my butt's too big.
Okay, now it all makes sense. Actually,
I was like, damn, why is my butt so big?
it's funny.
And I'm like fucking 14 years old. My butt is not too big. It's just an average butt, but I felt
It's just a butt.
I just in my brain.
Okay, no,
it
but
looked
Lily,
big.
you were brainwashed. Do you guys remember back in the day? Like, that was the thing, not having too big of a butt. They'd be like, does my butt look big in these jeans? And you wanted the answer to be no? Like,
Right.
what do you mean? I want my butt to look huge in these fucking jeans.
I think that came like later for sure. Like the
Yeah, we
accepting, yeah.
We had the phase of like, as small as
it, like,
possible.
went opposite.
And then the phase of maybe as big as possible. And I feel like now we're at an in-between.
I would say that too.
We've averaged out as a society, slightly. Slightly.
But because I thought it was so big, I would only wear t-shirts, sweaters, like oversized things that would always go up past my butt.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you were covering that thing.
I could never wear jeans without covering it because I'm like, no, people are gonna look and they're gonna think it's so massive. Okay, but now when I talk about it, I realize how silly that sounds. Like back then, it was a serious problem for me.
That
Okay.
is so funny.
What was your like biggest insecurity in high school? It's like so dumb now looking back on it, but you know, for me it was my butt size and my face and everything. But you know, butt mostly.
Your insecurity being that your ass is too fat is just too funny. Like, too funny.
I know.
Too funny. I feel like I was insecure about like normal things, like random things. There wasn't like really one that stood out. But when you mentioned the butt thing, it reminded me there was like, I think there was some kind of like school fashion show, maybe for charity or something. And I remember I was friends with this guy, and I think I walked down the catwalk and back in jeans. And I remember later on, after the show, he was like, oh my God, when you were walking back, he said my butt looked like two basketballs. Going like this.
Wow.
I didn't know whether to take that as a good or bad thing.
Bouncy?
Two basketballs.
The basketballs are pretty big. Like that's pretty big, yeah.
I do think it was them jeans though.
Some jeans make
Them
your
jeans
butt
look
very
big.
curvy and big, yeah. No. I think that's why I wore sweatpants a lot back in the day. I hated how it hugged my butt, and then people could see how big it really was.
I love how unapologetic you are about your fat ass now. It's great.
Michael's like, he likes to ask if I have a license for that dump truck.
That's what I need. I need someone who will ask me if I have a license for that dump truck.
It's cute.
That's so
it's really
cute.
Right? And yeah.
So fucking cute.
Anyway, wow. This podcast is going to be about ass?
It can continue to be about ass. I would like to say something.
Okay.
So, speaking of body dysmorphia, I saw this clip of Cardi B's latest BBL. Can you pull it up? Go to TikTok and then look, like type in Cardi B new body, maybe. I don't like to like really comment on someone else's body. I just feel like it's a really good example of how far body dysmorphia can kind of go. And it makes me feel bad because the pressures that must be on a celebrity to like look perfect or frankly almost look inhumane is insane. Like that must be a really crazy pressure to deal with day in and day out and have to get multiple surgeries for. And she's been beautiful, like been. But I also feel like at one point we start seeing celebrities get into a, well, what's the term? When things almost are like surreal?
Uncanny valley?
Yes, it's getting a little uncanny valley.
I'm mixed feelings where I think if she's happy and it's not hurting anyone else, let her be. You live your life. And at the same time, though, you don't want to promote, like, this isn't what, you know, if, like, girls are looking up to you and then they see that and they think, oh, I want to do that too, or I want to look like that, or, like, that's normal, or that's, you know, stuff like that. I think it gets a little bit more gray.
I think it's a difficult topic because there is no one right way. No. And also, I think it's a difficult topic because we can't really blame the individual. Like, there are so many factors at play. Of course. We can't and shouldn't. You know, it's not about one individual person's decisions. I think, though, there are instances where it's important, especially if people are getting surgeries on the same thing over and over and over, to consider, like, is it body dysmorphia? Should I be going to a doctor or a therapist? You know? And to, I guess, like, consider more than one aspect when it comes to changing ourselves.
Yeah, consider the aspect.
Bruh.
Sorry, I thought that was
I think that's a great way to end it. Do we have any more butt topics?
I think
the
whole, like, everyone in Lily's family has a big butt.
Wow.
Has a big butt too.
What?
I think it's your whole family.
I'm trying to. Okay, I don't want to think about my parents' butts.
Okay, I wasn't looking.
Like, you have put the image in my head, and I'm thinking about it now. And
Love it.
Now you're thinking about your parents' butts?
I've never. I don't. Do you ever think about
crazy?
Anyway, like in Korea, it's super common for people to give their children double eyelid surgery as a graduation gift, right? Like, I have cousins who, like, have surgery they just look completely different. Like, their eyes are, like, 3 times as big, and it's, like, just so normal. And they look great. Yeah. But it's just so normalized. Like, you need it. Like, I remember my parents talking to me, like, yeah, Lily, you look so much prettier if you got this, blah, blah, blah. And, like, to a 16, 15-year-old girl, it's like, oh,
I don't think parents should ever suggest plastic surgery to their children.
Parents make mistakes.
Ever. I do think it's unfortunate how normalized it is in Korea. And it's tough because on one hand, they are so good with aesthetics. And on the other hand, it's because societally, they have a large problem with aesthetics.
I feel like you have to look good in order to get certain jobs or be treated even better. And it's just so
That's the
normal.
freakiest thing I've heard. I've heard people need to look good just to get a job.
Yeah.
People get surgery just to get like a normal corporate job.
It's also like a societal pressure because everyone else is doing it, so you want to do it too, right?
Ooh. And on one hand, I get that, and I feel like, again, it's never an individual's fault. Like, everybody feels that pressure and probably feels like they need to succumb to it. But it's hard to ignore the aspect that, frankly, we are all headed in a very white Eurocentric beauty standard direction. And so if the surgeries that are always pushed on someone are ones that, in a way, make them look less like the culture or race that they are, that's kind of sad.
It is.
Yeah. Anyways.
I see it in, like, our streaming industry, too, you know? Like, I feel better when I look better in front of the camera, too. You know, people treat me better. You know, it does feel better. So it's
I completely agree.
You can't really...
I know. I think it's the kind of thing that is good to talk about and be aware of, but you still can't judge anyone for anything that they decide to do. And it's very understandable to just make whatever decision makes your life easiest and best and happiest, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were going to talk about something completely different.
Yeah, no.
Wait, did we finish talking about our travels?
Oh, yeah.
So, what are you going to Korea for?
I'm going to Korea for a TV shoot. Then I'm going to Japan after. Because I want to rematch Harada-san from Tekken.
Cute.
And I'm going to watch the Tekken finals. And then we're going to Macau for TFT.
How long are you going to be gone?
Yeah, no, it's a long trip. Bye, guys. Bye.
Wait, what TFT thing is going on in Macau?
Yeah, what TFT thing is going on in Macau?
It is
Called the TFT Macau Opener.
Where is Macau?
China.
Yo, I kind of want to go.
Yo, if you want to go. If you want to go, you're more than welcome. I think it'd be really fun. We're going to have fun. So much fun. Oh my God, it's going to be so much.
What days?
It's in December. Middle of December. I'm going to be missing Streamer Awards, though. Streamer Awards is when I'm in Japan, unfortunately. And honestly, Cutie won't believe me, but this year's Streamer Award, I actually wanted to go. I didn't go last year,
Yeah, I remember.
but I want to go this year.
Decisions. I might be down for the TFT thing, and then we could just film an episode there. I've always wanted to go to China. I've been wanting a freaking
I've never
reason.
been to China.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go too.
I've been wanting a reason.
I've been seeing really cool Insta reels of like places in China, and I'm like, whoa, it's sick. It's like a whole other world. Oh my
I
God.
want to go so bad.
Yeah, I want to go. I think this is
And I
just
have
like
a friend
an
in
excuse
China.
to go because everyone's going.
Yes. Who else is going to go with you?
I think
People
all
on
of
OTV?
Michael's going to. Actually, I'm dragging him along. So.
Shut up.
I know, right?
Can you give me all the details in one big text, and I might go?
Okay. Yippee! I just think when there's an opportunity that comes up where you can travel,
Especially with
people,
friends. It's hard to pass up.
it's so hard because I'm like, when is this opportunity gonna happen again? I guess.
Do you think maybe if we both went to China, we could like hold hands in China?
I thought sometimes I take you so seriously.
Wait, you think I'm not being serious?
No, I thought she was gonna say something like, "You think if we both go to China, we can like film a sweet and sour podcast episode over there and like hang out?" Blah blah blah. It turns into
That's
like,
not what I'm thinking about.
you're thinking about holding hands. Can I hold one hand with you and one hand with Michael?
That's crazy.
Okay, Michael
Yes.
plays into it. It's funny. Okay.
Yes, you
It's
can.
funny. Okay.
I think it's so cute.
Yay!
Wait, me and Michael are like doing the kid things.
Mom, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Wait, no, girl. Wait, reverse it.
Reverse it. Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah. I
Oh,
think we
that's
should
so
go.
good. I'm so down.
I've seen so many cool Chinese TikToks or reels or whatever.
Yes.
You know the makeup they do?
Yes.
It's so good.
Yes.
So good.
Do you mean the one where like it's like 3 girls and then they keep like changing?
No, but I think I know what you're talking about too.
And I always wonder, do they use prosthetics?
Huh.
Cause it can't all be makeup. I don't believe it.
Prosthetics is crazy. Like to change like the
No,
face
nose
structure?
prosthetics are so good.
Wow.
So fucking good.
It's so cool. It's like you're kind of sculpting your own face.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I got into makeup and stuff a lot earlier. Because everyone always tells me, Lily, you're so good at art. You should love makeup. But that involves like liking what it looks on yourself. And for someone with self-esteem issues, it's really hard to like that. So I could never get into it. But like now I think like, damn, I wish I knew. Like there's some girls who are so young and I see them on social media.
And they're so good
They're
at
so
makeup.
talented.
Okay, but we gotta remember that's not most people. That's
That's
just
true,
social
you're
media. 1, 2, everybody edits everything.
That's
and 3,
also true.
I can't believe you have self-esteem issues when you're so pretty and you have such a fat ass. Like,
Oh my God. No, Poki, that's
if
why
you have self-esteem issues, then I guess anyone can have self-esteem.
That's why I had self-esteem issues. Because my butt was like that
Too
big. Yeah, it was too big. Like
There's
imagine
no
what
such thing as a butt that's too big.
I mean, that's what you think, but
That's
you
what
didn't
I
see
know.
me. You know what I mean?
I've seen you.
You see me in like tight pants.
I would like to see
jeans?
more, but girl, sometimes I annoy myself, but I still be giggling. Anyways, what's next?
Oh, okay. So there's this cute little personality type test I made Poki take. She got, to get this, she got superpower. Guess what I got?
What?
I got ground. I got ground.
Ground.
Like, literally ground.
Wait, yours looks so cute.
Okay, yours is brain overload. Ugh, too much to process. Reading the room, so busy, whatever. That's your innate
That's my
personality.
brain. That's my
Mine
brain.
is, I'm almost there. You hurt my feelings. I'm drowsy. I'm the savior of the world. Yeah, we'll see. Is that so funny?
That's so you.
Your character traits.
So you.
Natural mind reader, excellent memory, best partner in crime. I would die for art. Because, like, right? Cult leader material is kind of interesting.
I like that.
Busybody, workaholic, talkative, enthusiastic. Right?
Check.
Right? Mine, loving yet cruel. What?
I wouldn't say so.
Hate repeating themselves. Idealist, animal-like vibe, homebody, dark circles under eyes, forgiving, reluctant, but always gets things done.
Cute.
Isn't it really cute? I love these things.
I love this personality test was so random, by the way. It's set up like this. You come across a town and it's a beautiful sunny day, and then it'll give you two options, like, do you talk to the villagers and hope that they are happy, or do you hope that there is no one in the village? And then whatever, you pick an option, and then it says, you come across a random old man with 3 cups. Do you sit and drink the tea with him, or do you get annoyed that he's speaking to you? It's like, huh? And then, I don't know, you can give an example.
I love that there's a giant bird and he's really sad and he's venting about his feelings. Do you sit and listen, or do you think, oh, when is this over? But there's a lot of cute little personality tests like this where they're all, like, I think, derived off of the MBTI, like 16.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's like variations of that. This is just one of them. And I love this because I want to make my own one day. And I was thinking, like, what? Right?
You
Wouldn't it
so
be
should make a
cute?
personality test.
I know, and I want to.
Wouldn't everybody watching right now take Lily's personality test? If it existed, let us know in the comments
Hey,
below.
I'll make one, and then once it's done, I will share on this podcast, and our listeners can do it, and we can.
You guys will be the
poll-
beta testers.
We can pull, like, who got the most type and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cute.
What type?
Oh shit! Hold on. Hey, I'm filming a podcast right now, and you're on speaker.
Hey, how come you never replied to my Discord message?
I'm sorry. I'm filming my sweet and sour podcast with Poki.
Do you want to come on the podcast?
Okay.
Yippee!
Right now?
Wait, I'm sorry. I'll respond. Can I respond in like 30, 40 minutes?
When? What?
Thank you so much, Toast. I'll see you later. We're gonna play games later. Yeah. He's so funny.
The way his voice trailed off.
Did the voice trail?
We need to amplify that.
Can you put that in, please? Sometimes.
That's good.
Do you ever get the feeling, like, when you're in the middle of filming content or streaming and you call, like, a content creator a friend or something, they know how to, like,
Oh yeah.
right? Like when Ludwig does his 84th tier list videos, and then he calls you on Discord and he does, stuff like that.
And you gotta do some kind of yappity yap.
Yeah, you know how to,
For
like,
the
bounce off
content.
of them.
Yep.
I feel that way sometimes.
I think Temmie loves me. I think she wants a new owner.
What? What?
And I think she chooses me.
She does love you. She's known you, like, almost her whole life.
If this is crazy thought, stay.
Yo, that was some Disney villain thought.
If you were to, for some reason, cease to exist, who would you want to take over taking care of Temmie?
Oh my gosh, she has so many good options.
Oh wait, true, she does. Like
She has so
Jummy.
many good options. There's
Like Michael sounds like the natural
Yeah,
second, but also
but
does
I don't-
Michael want to
I
take
don't
care?
know if he would.
Right?
Well, he loves her, but I think, like, Daniel would be
Yes.
better. I think Dan, you would take her. You want to take Temmie?
Why are you lying? You literally
You love
love
her.
dog more than me.
You love my dog.
Hello?
Don't you love her?
Everyone loves Temmie.
She's so good.
I want to take the other one.
She a baddie.
Not the other one.
The other one.
Let me tell you.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I would take the other one either. So you know what you need to do? You need to make it a package deal right now. Whoever takes Temmie
Buy
has
one,
to take
get one
Vinky.
free.
Yes. Whether you like it or not, you're getting one free.
I think it's a behavioral thing with him, and I don't know how to fix it right now. Because sometimes when I'm with him, he's really good. He doesn't miss. He's very good. When I'm gone, sometimes he'll just randomly shit on the floor, or like shit up somewhere he's not supposed to. I don't think he's that stupid enough to know that he's not supposed to do it. Because he is good for like weeks at a time, right?
Yeah.
But when I'm gone a lot, like he just does stuff, and I think it's because of a separation thing or whatever.
He misses you so much he poopy on the floor.
I wish you wouldn't shit on the floor. You can miss me, but don't shit on the floor. Imagine if every time I missed you, I shit on the floor.
Somebody missed me enough to shit on the floor.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine every time you miss someone, you shit on the floor.
Gosh, I wish Wiwi was healed.
Oh my god.
Please don't.
I wanted to mention too, the other day I went over to my friend in like San Gabriel area, and I was just having boba, and this girl came up to me and she said, "I love your podcast with Poki." And I'm like, oh my god, at a random boba shop. It made me really happy.
Same.
Shout out to that girl.
Love you. Miss you so much. I got shit on the floor.
Oh my god. You know, more girls come up to me
Oh hell yeah.
that
Same.
like our podcast, and it makes me so freaking happy.
Same.
I like that.
Same. This episode's gonna come out after Halloween, right?
Yes, after.
Okay, so at that point, I think I'll have spoken about my biopsies.
Oh yes,
So-
for sure.
Let's talk about it. So a few months ago, I got an MRI of many, many parts of my body. It's not sexy, but like, can we pretend, like, you know, yippee, getting an MRI.
Yeah, biopsies
Whatever.
are so sexy.
I love MRIs. And if you don't know what an MRI is, girl, that shit is not fun. I thought it was like some kind of cool scan. You go in like a spaceship tube and they go, ooh, look at your body. No, you go butt ass naked in a tunnel, and then you hear beep.
I know exactly what you mean.
Beep, beep, and then it's a different kind of beep. It's a beep, 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 beep. That's what an MRI is, and all of a sudden they can see your insides. I don't know. Don't care. Got a bunch of MRIs. My doctor was like, okay, whatever. But then I had to go to my gynecologist. You know, do you go to a gyno every year?
I should, yeah.
Yes, you should.
I'm shy.
Get that coochie checked.
All right.
So I go to my gynecologist. Everyone knows what a gynecologist is, right?
It's a person who checks your vagina.
I love my gyno, and she loves my coochie, and I love that for her.
Oh my god!
What? She does.
It's just a wild. You have so many banger liners on this podcast that I want to make them all into t-shirts. Like, can we just have a compilation one day?
Thank you.
When we have enough episodes
Yeah.
of all the one-liners she says. Anyway, it's such a
Someone keep a list. Someone keep a list.
give
And
me a
then
list.
when we actually do merch, we can have people poll which one-liner they want on the shirt. Yeah.
Yes.
And the one that wins, we'll sell it. So my gyno, she looked at the MRIs and she was like, ruh-roh, we should get some of this checked out. Because when you look at an MRI, sometimes maybe you can see something concerning, but I think more of the time it's like, well, you just don't know. Because there's a lot going on there. Talking in specific to my chest, okay? So she looked at the MRI, she was like, not really sure, so let's get it checked out. She wanted me to do an ultrasound. And mind you, a few years back when I was maybe like 23 or something, I had a lumpectomy done, which is when they literally take a lump out of your damn body. Because ever since I was really young, like even in high school, I could feel a lump. But it ended up being benign, like they took it out. And it was non-invasive, so I didn't have to technically have surgery. They just like put in this big needle, tried to eat it up. They checked it. They're like, it's non-cancerous, you're all good, bye. But to be honest, ever since I got that done, I was like, I feel like it's kind of there, and I feel like it's been growing back. Yeah. And you know, you can't tell if a growth is good or not. You're like, I'm growing, yippee. So my gyno was like, let's get an ultrasound. So I did the MRI, the ultrasound, another MRI. She looked at them, she's like, I don't know. Let's do a biopsy. And then another one. And this was my first time getting a biopsy done. And I actually thought it was another MRI test for some reason. So the morning of, I didn't even know I was going to the biopsy. But anyways, I pull up and they're like, today we're doing a biopsy. We're going to be all up in your shit. I said, no, please. If you don't know what a biopsy is, it's when they're basically taking tissue from an area, aka the lump, and they're testing it to see if it's cancerous or if it's benign, or basically just trying to see what's going on there. And I never knew what this process was like because nobody tells you. Okay, so you go in, they inject your yitty with a numbing agent, and then they make a little incision, and then they open up this little hole, and then they bring in this big needle, and then this is the craziest part. So they're supposed to take some tissue, usually like 4 to 6 samples, which is a lot. They take a bunch of tissue samples, and every time they take a tissue sample, it sounds like a stapler gun. I don't know why, because I'm not looking. I'm doing this.
Oh, no wonder you're like so sore afterwards. Right?
Yes.
I remember.
It was bruised for days. Maybe almost 2 weeks, actually. A lot of bruising. But it was so freaky. It sounded like a stapler gun. Literally.
Yeah.
Kind of gnarly, but kind of freaky too. And the part that really freaked me out is apparently whenever you get a biopsy done, they put a metal marker. It's really, really small, like the point of a pin kind of thing. It's a little metal marker. It's biocompatible, so it's not going to harm you or anything. But again, I didn't even know I was getting a biopsy done that day. So when a doctor is like, hey, can we get a bunch of tissue from your yiddy and inject you a bunch of times and then put a little metal implant in? I'm like, no. And he goes, well, we got to tell you, like, that's what most people do, and it's probably for the best. And I just hated the idea of having like a foreign object in me that initially I was like, I would really, really rather not. Mm-hmm. But then I took some time and I called a doctor friend of mine, and he was like, no, that is best practice. And it's especially good because, God forbid, the results were bad. The next doctor would know exactly where that sample was taken from, and so they would know which area to go to. Anyways, I get the biopsy done. And luckily it all went well and my results were good.
Nice.
But then I had to get another biopsy done
¿Por
in
qué?
another area.
Why?
Because to be honest, women's chests have a lot of things going on all the time. It changes throughout the month. It changes throughout the years. That's just life. And my gynecologist is really good. She's like the coochie doctor to the stars. She's really she's really thorough. So she's like, I am not leaving any stones unturned. We're checking everything. And also, I have had family members who have had breast cancer. And luckily, they've been tested and it's not genetic. But nonetheless,
safe than sorry.
Family history. And so in my folder, it's like high lifetime risk. So I think for her, she's just really concerned and wanted to be super, super sure. So I had another biopsy. This one was kind of different because it was an MRI and a biopsy at the same time. Imagine. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Literally.
Exactly like that.
And it has been like 2-3 months of tests. And I feel like I've been coping the whole 2-3 months. Like, everything's fine. This is fine. It's no problem. It's all good. Everything's going to be okay. And it wasn't until 2 days ago that I finally got the final biopsy results. And it was benign and I was all good. I called my mom, just started crying.
Aww.
And that night, I hadn't slept that well in a while. Mm-hmm. And it really made me realize, oh my God, I've been so like high strung. I've been on edge for weeks because I've had to do all these tests for weeks. I also think there's a little part in my brain that's like, you didn't get this checked out for years and you knew it was kind of maybe growing and this is going to be your bad karma. You're going to have cancer. Isn't that crazy? Literally the devil in my mind. Anyways, thank God everything was okay.
I'm glad everything's okay though.
Yeah. And I mean, also a good reminder, routine checks for those who need, for whatever you need. Even if you're a guy, you got to get your balls checked too. and that big old prostate. Just kidding. I don't know the size of your prostate, but do get it checked if you need
Another banger
to.
one-liner. You gotta get your balls checked and your big old prostate. That's a good one too.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
So yeah, that was really
No, that sounds so stressful. Like the
Really
way you
was.
describe it, the stapler gun and everything.
Oh my God. After I called my doctor friend, I was like, do I put this freaky little metal piece in me? And he was like, no, yeah, actually it is really, really good for you too, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I hung up and he texted me and he was like, everything will be okay.
Aww.
I started crying.
Aww.
Because I'm like alone. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting random stuff injected in me. I'm so scared. Mommy, I got poo-poo on the floor. Wait, have you ever gotten a biopsy?
I've gotten an MRI.
Okay.
I got a really
For what?
I got a really cute. Oh well, Michael and I were talking about health stuff, right?
Yes.
I think he's a more anxious type than I am.
I'm such a hypochondriac.
Kind of like that, yeah. And then I think he got into his head like, oh my God, like we knew some people who were getting sick and everything, and that worried us. And then he's like, I'm gonna get you an MRI, and he kept saying this. Don't worry, honey, I'm gonna get you an MRI. And I'm like, okay, it's like you say it like you're gonna gift.
Girl, that's so funny.
No, and then
the gift of life.
And
I'm
then-
gonna get you an MRI.
Wait, hold on. I have it here. One day, I get an email. Are you fucking serious? Sorry. Let me start over. What? Sorry. It just closed on me. One day, I get an email, right? And then this is like, after we talked about it, the topic's gone from my head. The title is Michael Reeves sent you a gift card. I'm like, oh, it's so romantic. A full body is designed to detect signs of cancer and other diseases early. This includes the 60-minute full body MRI and analysis by 2 board-certified radiologists. Like, just a gift card
dope.
of an MRI. You know those things are really expensive. It's expensive, thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God.
That's really
That's so
cute.
romantic.
I remember you said once, you were like, when you're with the right partner, with someone you really
Yes.
love, the only thing you're worried about is them dying.
And it's a real I saw where it's like, you know you're in a healthy relationship when your greatest fear is your partner dying. Like,
Yeah,
that's your
you're
biggest
not worried
fear.
about
Nothing else. And I'm like, that's so true. Anyway, it's exactly how you described it. It was just beep, 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 and then beep, 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 beep. And it was like different kinds of beeps at different lengths and different times. I couldn't even close my eyes really. And
It's like me when I'm pissed on the podcast. Fuck these motherfuckers.
oh, I see. That's beep, 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 beep. It took me a while. No, yeah, and I couldn't. You can't even like kind of. I like daydreaming to pass the time, but I couldn't because the beeps were so loud.
Fair enough, man.
Oh, thankfully there was nothing wrong.
I remember what I was gonna say. Why I even started talking about the biopsy. I went to the biopsy at this clinic or whatever. I get in line. The line is long for some reason. It's like at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Line is hella long. There's this really young girl in front of me, maybe like 16, 17. She turns around. She goes, "Are you Poki, man?" I'm like, "At the titty doctor?" Oh. I loved it.
That's it.
Yeah. And honestly, it like, I don't know, it just made me happy in a very stressful moment, you know? I think her name was Julia or Juliana, in case she ever sees this. And if I totally forgot your name, just know I remembered you as a Julia. Ah,
That's
yes.
so cute. Yo, she loves you.
Yeah, I'm taking her home.
Give me Mimi.
And I hope she poops on my floor.
She won't poop. She's so good.
No, but she'll miss you, then she will.
I asked you to take an Enneagram test.
Yes, we're moving on to personality tests, which if you don't know, if you're not a Lily Pichu stan like me, it is one of her favorite hobbies.
It's just fun.
Personality
man.
tests.
I think it's just nice being understood and reading something that you relate to so strongly with, and
That's
realizing
so me.
so many other people do feel the same way as you, and then you start to type your friends, and you're like, oh my God, I can totally see that, and it opens up conversations, and it's just so fun. Anyway, what number did you get?
So for Enneagram, I got 1 wing 2. I believe I used to be 2 wing 3.
And interestingly enough, I remember I asked her to take it years ago. I remember we were in the car and she was angry about something. She was
I
so
wish I could remember
tilted.
what.
I wish I could remember, but I don't remember. And I asked her to take the test. And I remember when she was taking it, she was like you were irritated at something, and you got 8, which was interesting. So it's like different.
So different.
Mindset, yeah.
Do you know if the numbers are kind of like more similar to each other? Like an 8 and a 1 would be really different?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
No.
Well, yeah, this time I was a 1 wing 2, which could you tell us about
Oh
it,
my
please?
gosh, can I read it? And
Yeah,
you
of
tell me if
course.
it describes you or not.
Okay.
You're conscientious, ethical, strong sense of right and wrong. You're teachers, crusaders, advocates for change. You're always striving to improve things, but afraid of making a mistake. You're well organized, orderly, fastidious. You try to maintain high standards, but you can slip into being critical and perfectionistic. At your best, you're wise, discerning, you're realistic, you're noble. You can be morally heroic. And your key motivation is you strive higher to improve, to be consistent with your ideals, to justify yourselves, to be beyond criticism so as not to be condemned by anyone. And some ones, Confucius, Plato, Kate Middleton,
Kate Middleton?
Julie Andrews, Harrison Ford, Meryl Streep.
Could they put me on that?
Mary Poppins?
You know, if the owners are, just throw Pokemon in there.
Hillary Clinton? Al Gore? The Duchess of Cambridge?
Al Gore?
Michelle Obama?
Michelle Obama? That's me, all right.
Oh, wow. I can see this.
How do they know that Michelle Obama's a one?
I think it's like people just typing them like based on what they see.
No way.
Yeah.
That's so presumptuous.
Well, no one's going to go back in time to Plato and ask him, wait, bro, what Enneagram are you?
Nah, that's pretty fair. But like Michelle Obama exists. What if you're just assuming and she takes a test and she's a 6 or something?
Yeah, well, the test isn't like super,
What's the wing 2 part?
Wing 2.
Yeah.
You usually, consistent with type 1, you usually have a desire for justice, equality, but those with the 2 wing are generally warmer and more interpersonally aware.
I was going to say, because when you were reading all the 1 stuff, I'm like, yes, this is such a side to me. But then I was also thinking about earlier where I was like, test your balls and prostate. And that just doesn't feel very 1, So it's like, it feels like part of me.
But 2s are like very altruistic, very giving people.
2 is the goofy side.
They're the goofy side? You are, ability to serve, improve your community, sensitive to the wishes and needs of others, willingness to make personal sacrifice for other people, defending, standing up for those around you. It's very cute. Let me tell you your weaknesses now.
Oh.
Sometimes you're easily frustrated with other people.
Yes.
You could be image focused or obsessive.
Sure.
Possibility of becoming self-righteous and controlling and criticizing themselves and others.
Yes. Wait. It's so interesting because I feel like I understand myself well now. My strengths and my weaknesses, and so I feel like a lot of the time I even describe myself in that way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I like this because I didn't know what number you were. I'm not good at typing people, honestly. But like reading this, I can see it.
You see it?
Very
What are
see it.
you? Let's read yours.
Actually, 9 wing 1.
9 wing 1. Wait, so we have an overlapping?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
I fear misfortune and isolation.
Oh.
I avoid disturbing peace and balance.
True.
I try to numb myself to my problems.
Do you feel you have a lot of problems, Lily Pichu?
Sometimes I do not. I do a lot of numbing. Like when they say numbing, right? It's like when I'm so stressed, I shut down and I just like eat junk. I just eat a lot of junk food. I numb myself with like a lot of TV, movies, like games.
I do the same.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people do.
Oh,
same,
yeah,
though,
for sure.
It's like a coping mechanism
Yeah.
almost, where you're like, oh, I'm so stressed and this is so hard. I'm just gonna
Shut it.
shut it down and numb myself with comforts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I
Me
try not
too.
to do it, but sometimes you just want to eat an entire Costco bag of cheese puffs.
Sometimes you just want to play Valorant for 7 hours.
That is crazy. That's crazy. We need to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it.
Valorant for 7 hours?
What's the problem?
7 hours?
What's the problem?
That's so much.
You played that one game for so many days you didn't even remember what day it was.
That's true, but there's a Valorant for 7 hours. Valorant is really like...
Yeah, that's what makes it so numbing.
It is.
Yeah.
But don't you get like... You don't get like tilted? Like...
I'd rather... No.
When you're so tilted, you can't be
Yeah,
tilted more. I do the same
exactly.
thing with League of Legends solo queue. I used to. I know what you mean. Where you can't go any lower.
Which, if anything, it's kind of the best time to play Valorant. Like, if I'm really happy, you think I'm trying to play Valorant. I'm not looking to gamble, but if I've got nothing to lose, I'm gambling. You know?
It's funny.
So go on.
Okay, all right.
And the wing 1, too.
Easily seeing many sides to a situation.
That's so you.
Okay.
You know, if Lily had merch and there had to be a slogan on it, it would be, I can see both sides.
Dude, I told this to my chat, but like Toast gives me so much shit for
For being offensive.
Yeah, he was like, well, typical of Lily Fence-Sitter Pichu. And I'm like, but I can actually see both sides. I'm not just saying that.
I really
I
can. Yeah. Then you start pooping on the floor.
I do. I shit on the floor because I'm so nervous. Yeah.
I can't get past it, man.
My cons. Overly critical of myself. Difficulty facing conflict head on. This is still something I have trouble with sometimes when I know there's conflict. I'm like, I just gotta confront it and get it over with. And it's so much better. Don't bottle it in. Don't like push it off to the side and ignore it and pretend it doesn't exist until like eventually you think about it and you feel even worse than before. Like, don't do that. Yeah. Anyway, that's why I like these things, because even if they're not accurate, it makes you question things about yourself, maybe, and then you like learn something about yourself maybe you can improve on too. Introspection, kind of like tarot cards.
We gotta do another one of those.
Those are fun. Thank you guys. Oh wait, this is like 5 episodes late. Thank you
for the comments on the tarot cards and trying to interpret
I read all of them. All the hearts.
Let us know if you'd be interested in us getting a new tarot deck, doing it again, and just interpreting it off of our brains. Like not doing a good job whatsoever, but just cooking, you know? Cooking.
People actually were like, yo, Poki's kind of accurate. Like, no, she was onto something.
Exactly.
That's also a lot of what you like interpret from it too. So, you know, I liked your interpretation.
It was fun.
You were like, you're a queen and all that stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
It pushes you to be creative a little bit.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I feel like I don't get to do that very much.
Really?
Well, almost in an improv way. You know?
I
like just for fun with no benefit, no nothing. Just
you would like improv. Like you would have,
I think so too.
I feel like you'd be so giggly and you'd have so much fun.
Hee 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 hee. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly like that.
You want to talk about MBTIs?
No.
What?
I'm curious.
Lily's moody because she's an IN. INFP. She's an INFP. She's the biggest inf of them all.
Are you? Like ES?
I'm a SFP.
I'm gonna look you up. I love reading ESFJ. And
I love my Enneagram. I just have such fond memories of it because I feel like every time I've taken this test over the last like 4 or 5 years, every time I read it,
Enneagram
I'm like,
Myers-Briggs?
That's so neat. Oh, sorry, Myers-Briggs. Okay. Every time I read my MBTI, I'm like, oh my God, this is so mad.
Okay, I'm gonna list off things and you tell me if it like relates to you, okay? Okay, number 1, strong practical skills. Excellent managers.
The strongest.
Okay, number 2, strong sense of duty. Sense of responsibility.
The biggest duty.
Oh, okay, all right. Number 3, very loyal. Valuing stability, security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sensitive and warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very. Thanks. And then good at connecting with others. You're social, confident, generally well liked. Okay, now I'm gonna read the weaknesses. Ready?
Okay.
Worried about their social status. Inflexible. Vulnerable to criticism.
A little bit.
Often too needy. Oh.
I know.
Oh, if their efforts go unnoticed, these individuals may start fishing for to get reassurance of how much they're valued. This explains a lot with our dynamic.
See, isn't it so mean?
Too selfless, actually.
Oh, that's cute, but I mean, I would like to think I'm selfless. I think it's a hard thing to say you're too selfless. I don't know.
You try to establish your value with doting attention. It can overwhelm people who don't need it, making it ultimately unwelcome. And you neglect your own needs in the process. Yeah, that's sad.
Thanks.
Aww, Cons, I love this.
I love MBTI because it's based off of choices you make when you're asked questions, you know?
And before the comments go like, it's pseudoscience, there's no science backing it, I don't fucking care. It's fun. I like it. It gives me happiness. That's the most angry you're ever going to hear me. Anyway, and then it says that you're popular and protective. It's really cute.
Thanks. I remember years ago, many years, I went on this website where people guess your personality test, and I remember it was before I had ever told anyone or publicly.
They know?
Yes.
Wow.
Which I remember I mentioned this years ago too. So on the personality test, people kind of talk about you, which is crazy. But also they will just guess your MBTI. They'll talk about your personality, and everybody guessed that I was ESFJ. And then I took the test and I was ESFJ. And I found it so interesting because I'm just like, wow. I am one little bean, and yet people across the world can get to know me to such a depth that they can correctly guess what MBTI I am. That's crazy. You know me like that.
Well, now I'm gonna look up ESFJ.
But also, I'm sure sometimes it could be inaccurate, whatever people's assumptions of you are. I just found it interesting that to be fair, I think with some personalities, especially if you're extroverted, it's so much easier to guess. You know?
I think introverted might be
People can be more
harder.
complicated because there's more that you keep to yourself or more that you keep offline. I'd be yapping. I'd be putting...
I just looked up ESFJ INFP compatibility.
Are we the most compatible or what?
It's okay. It's all, I mean, it's not like the most compatible. I mean, anyone can be compatible.
Do you think
Right.
if you were to start dating someone, would you infer much from their MBTI?
You know what's crazy? In Korea, it's so common
To talk about MBTI.
Hey, what's your MBTI?
No, legit. On TV shows, on everything. People talk about MBTI so much in Korea.
It's like a icebreaker. It's
Yeah.
like you get to know them more through that way, etc.
And funnily enough, I think there are a lot of MBTI memes in Korea. Like they will
Yes.
animate what each personality types are, which I
There's,
think is so cute and funny.
Cute shorts on YouTube.
We should
where-
put some on. Yeah.
They're so cute, and every type has like a personality, obviously, of their own, and they're categorized. It's just so fucking cute. And I like watching it. I'm like, when a character comes on, I'm like, oh, that's Jamie. Oh, that's Poki. Oh, that's
Yeah,
Mimi. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I can see us doing that.
But let's explain what MBTI is. So the Myers-Briggs titty test.
I definitely.
I don't know, man. The Myers-Briggs test is a big
a
personality
personality.
quiz. Yeah, a personality test where you're asked a bunch of questions and you're supposed to answer based off of how you perceive yourself or how you feel or whatever. And then at the end, you're given a 4-letter code kind of that describes your personality. I am ESFJ. You are
INFP.
INFP.
You're INFP.
Yes. And each letter means something different. And there are 2 options for each part. So you're either E or I, which is extroverted, introverted. You're N or S, which is intuitive or
sensing, I believe.
sensing, I think.
And then feeling.
Feeling or perceiving.
No, feeling or. What's T again? Fuck.
Intuitive?
No, intuitive was N.
The other
T
one?
was
The last one is judgmental or P.
perceiving.
Perceiving.
It is thinking. Thinking versus
thinking.
feeling.
Thinking versus feeling.
Daniel, you're INTP, right? That's what you got last time. INTP. You like numbers?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Numbers are pretty cool.
We love numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate numbers.
I know.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's crazy the amount of stress sometimes I get when you
When you get the bill and you need to figure out the tip, you're just like having a breakdown.
Kinda, yeah.
Really?
Like stats and stuff. I don't like those minute things.
You're so funny.
We gotta focus on the big picture over here, okay? Ow. It's just like, small things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Numbers are just a small thing.
They're tiny.
You know what's big? Feelings.
My ass. Oh.
Lily, you're so funny. I fucking love you. You know, every time we do a callback, we should start saying, "Oh, that was a callback,"
For the callback of the callback.
and that'll be the callback of this
Yes.
callback.
And you know what? Our height measure next week for sure.
Wait, this is how we keep people tuning in. No, we promise you guys next week.
Oh no, yeah.
We
Next
promise
week.
next week.
For sure.
For sure, like no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Look, we have the tape measure right there. Show them. See? And we're gonna use it next week.
You tell them. Slice of life advice, where we provide savory tips.
advice. So what is our dilemma today?
I'm 24F, and my boyfriend, 28M, have been dating each other for 2 years and living together for a year. I had caught him messaging an Instagram model. OnlyFans when? I am livid, but this is not a big deal to him. Is this enough to leave him? What? What? What?
I'm sorry, that's just cringe.
That's weird.
That's just cringe. It's both cringe and disrespectful towards you, and you brought it up, and he still wasn't remorseful.
Don't let him.
And motherfucker's 28. He's 28.
Pick a struggle. Don't let him convince you that it's not a big deal, though.
Yes, if you are super in love and he's super apologetic and whatever, maybe, but that is not nice
I
towards
feel like
you.
the fact that he's not taking it seriously is...
Yes.
Yeah.
And I hate to have to break it down like this, but if you have to break it down like this to him, tell him, hey, you essentially asked this woman when she would get naked for money, implying you are anticipating her to get naked for money. And you think that's appropriate in what universe? Not the one where we're dating. I'll tell you that much. I'll tell you that much. Anyways, next.
My best friend since high school suddenly stopped replying to my texts. We're in the same uni, in different courses. I'm a year ahead of her, so I'm busy with my internship. During the internship period, she did try to ask me if I'm free to hang out with her, but I had to turn down a few times because I am just so busy. Now that I have more time, I try to ask her back if she wanted to hang out, but she just ignores my texts. She opens my TikTok and IG messages, but she never replies. She also stopped sending any reels back. Oh, I'm sorry. As soon as I read that, oh no, man. The day I stopped sending reels...
That's when you know shit's hit the fan.
Yeah, your relationship is in trouble. It's been 2 weeks since the last time I sent her a text. Should I take the hint and leave her alone, or should I ask her directly what's wrong?
Depends what kind of person you are. Me, I ask directly every single time. And I would even say, I mean, you can do it nicely. Be like, hey, I understand I was really busy during a certain period of time. Maybe you got the wrong impression. I still really care about our friendship, and it's hurting my feelings that you're not answering me. Is there anything that I can do? Would you like to talk about it? I would love to clarify anything if need be. And if you really just don't want to be friends, then I'd appreciate you at least letting me know. Something like that. What do you think?
No, I agree with you. Like, I think you can do a direct message, but like, you can make it nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you worded it pretty nice.
Yeah. Be direct and kind.
Yeah.
And then call out both your faults and your confusions in regards to their behavior.
Yeah, be frank. And then the ball's in their court. And if they still don't, respond, then at least you tried.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Poki Pichu. First off, love the podcast.
Oh my god, is that our ship name? Oh my god, are they shipping us?
I like Poki Pichu.
Poki Pichu's cute.
Yeah, but Pichu's Nintendo.
Whatever.
A couple of my close friends used to date a year ago, broke up when one of them moved away. I was away at the time, and after returning, I heard the guy side of the story, which, affair where both sides were heard, girl blocked guy, right? He's down ever since. He's gone through questioning, what did I do wrong? Is there another reason we broke up, etc. However, 6 months ago, the girl reached out to me and to try and rekindle our friendship since I've always been good friends to both of them. I was happy that she didn't feel alienated from me and ended up chatting a bit here and there. I let the guy know that she had reached out to talk to me and that I was going to still be her friend. He was disappointed but understood why and agreed that I should be friends with her since I didn't have anything to do with the breakup and she probably didn't know anyone in her new place. Fast forward a couple months, she ends up moving back to the area. We make plans to chat in person and catch up. We meet, actually end up talking about the breakup, what happened, since I only heard the guy's side, right?
Yes.
Turns out she had some other reasons for breaking up with him aside from the ones she told him at the time, but they all had to But they all had to do with issues she had noticed in the past and thought were clear to him too. Okay, so it's like 3 sides to every story sort of deal. Yes. And to be honest, I agreed with her on pretty much every point since I've been noticing these same issues in my guy friend. So I wanted your opinion on how to proceed from here since the guy is still pretty heartbroken and wondering why they broke up. But I worry that telling him the truth from her side will just make it worse and him even more sad since a lot of the points had to do with his personality and attitude. Wait, this is so juicy.
Oh, that's hard. Guy basically has 2 friends who dated, broke up. The guy that was broken up with is very kind of still confused as to why they broke up. And the friend now knows both sides and is wondering whether he should tell his guy friend kind of why he was broken up with, even though a lot of the reasons have to do with his personality and other things.
Oh, the lack of names confuses me, so I'm going to give them names. Watermelon. two friends, Apple and Orange. Okay.
Apple and Orange dated.
Apple and Orange
But then broke up.
Yeah, Apple's fucking confused. Apple's like, the fuck did I do wrong? And then he starts venting to Watermelon. And Watermelon's like, yeah, I know, bro, I hear you. But then Watermelon catches up with Orange a few months later because they're friends. Apple's like, oh, a little weird, but you know, I understand you guys are friends. Yeah. They catch up, and then
Watermelon and Orange catch up.
Yeah, and Orange is telling Orange is telling Watermelon about Apple's problems and all this stuff, and Watermelon's like, you know what?
Wait, I agree.
I kind of agree with you, Orange.
I have these same problems with Apple.
He's a rotten apple.
He is.
I just wanted to make that joke.
That's pretty good.
Sorry. Anyway, and now Watermelon's wondering if he should tell Apple the things. Bro. There's no one right answer to this.
She sees all three sides.
If you tell Apple what you think. Oh, fuck, hold on. I can't. Okay, you're one of them. Okay. If you tell Apple. Okay, this is confusing me even more. If you tell the guy now. If you tell the guy what you think is wrong based on what you talked about with the girl, the guy's going to feel betrayed and think you're taking the girl's side, right? Even though you're trying to like help, maybe genuinely help the friend out, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't do anything, I understand you feel like, oh, but maybe I can help them and I'm doing them a disservice by not letting them know and staying in confusion, right? Yeah, that's a hard one. Back to you, Pokemon. I did my rotten apple joke.
I think you essentially have to toe the line of trying to help the best thing happen for both Apple and Orange while not taking too much responsibility for what's going on. Because you can't just like bulldoze into this situation and be like, I will solve everything. I will tell Apple what is wrong with Apple and Orange. You can't, because you're going to wound up being at fault. They're going to point the finger at you. So I think maybe a good in-between would be talking to Orange and letting her know genuinely. Like, from Apple's perspective, he still seems confused. I think he would like to know more about the breakup, and I understand from your perspective it's XYZ things. Would you be open to maybe talking to him? Or would you be open to me relaying some of these things? If she says yes, then maybe you can connect them, but you just shouldn't fully be the messenger. You can help facilitate, but do not speak for either of them. That's where things will get really messy.
Don't get into the trap of becoming their middleman. It is so super messy. Do not do it.
You can help them talk. You can help them get together. Maybe help your friend be a little more self-reflective about the ways in which he can grow. But yeah, just be careful not to take too much responsibility for the situation that is not your responsibility.
And above all, we're all human. You know, Apple's probably still hurting a lot because he didn't get much explanation and he's left in confusion. And sometimes you're left in confusion for months wondering why something good in your head ended the way it did.
Why did it go so bad?
And Orange is probably thinking of all the ways that, you know, she got hurt and why Apple couldn't understand, you know? And these are both valid perspectives to consider, you know? And you know, just stay comfy, bro.
She can see both sides, but for me, I think someone might be more right than the other one. But that's just me, man. Either way, we're all valid and should stay comfy.
No. Poki, you're valid.
Lily, you're so valid.
You're so valid.
You're the validest.
No, you're valid.
You're really valid, and I fuck with you heavy.
Oh my god, really? Wow. Thank you. It's the nicest thing anyone said to me today.
Aw, you're welcome. And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching the 9th?
Wow, 9th episode.
The 9th episode of Sweet and Sour. I hope you guys are enjoying. Please let us know your feedback in the comments as always. I kid you not, there are at least... Actually, I think everybody in this room reads the comments diligently. Diligently. We are obsessed.
I hide the mean ones.
Yeah, she does. And I think that's okay.
I'm like
she hides the mean ones. I respond to the mean ones. Yippee! So you're either going to get answered or deleted. So either way, take your shot.
Okay.
Shoot your shot, King.
I love that.
Queen, whatever. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.